Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, along with Stevieb B.
Hello, I'm here.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF. Good to see everybody in chat. Judy. How are you, Judy? I said hi to everybody else. Just, in chat. What's up, Northwoods?
Hello.
Hey, Sharon, both. Sharon Guy.
Jim. What's up, Jim?
Roger Blair, how's it going? Hey, Jim. Gary Johnson, what's up?
Hey, Gary. Good to see you.
Who else? I'm just scrolling back. Because you guys talk a lot. Like, how far back does this go?
Right. Gary, big hugs.
Good to see everybody. That's awesome.
Miss Sandra Piper.
Hi, Sandra. I got to start right off the bat with glasses because I can't see shit. Oh, there it is. So what's going on with you guys? Hope everybody's well. We're just, Stevie went back to work today. It's her Monday on a Tuesday. Yesterday, I had to go and fill up some boats, so I was like, you know what? Let's go fishing. And we did. And Stevie had a good day.
Caught 5 bass. I probably lost 4, but I caught 5. It was good. We found some decent spots just along the shore. Oh, in the cove. We found a little, well, we knew about the little cove. We've been there before, but the last time we were there, it was really, really windy and cold. I think we were going after crappie
it was
then.
Cold, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were going after crappie. It was just too cold and windy. But it was nice yesterday. The water was pretty calm. There was a little breeze. Sun was hot, but yeah.
Maya went with us. We took Maya out there. She kept having to move around to get in the shade. I mean, it's a pontoon boat, but it has a bimini. But,
Sun moves, we move.
Yeah. I got one nice bass. I got in, and I lost a few. But it's funny because what's up, Ryan?
Roger Blair.
We had talked about self-portrait. We had talked about those worms that somebody had given me, the South African special.
That's what I was slamming them on.
That's all she used. And kicking ass.
And you know what's funny? Because I did change. I changed my hook because I was losing. I'd lost like 2 or 3, and I was thinking my hook was too big, so I changed my hook. I figured since I was changing my hook, I put on a different worm. It didn't last. I wasn't hitting anything with it. Well, although once I cast out in the open water and something hit it, but it was too quick. It was like a drive-by. But I changed it back to the South African, and I was doing all right.
But I figured out why. I mean, it's my guess, I should say, why it's named South African Special, because South Africa has every color under the rainbow
and that's
down there.
what that worm is so many different colors of the glitter.
He went through all the.
There's one left.
Is there?
Yeah. There's one.
So she was using a 4-inch, but today I went and picked up a 6-inch.
Heck yeah.
She kicked that, so it was awesome. It's the first time she caught a fish on a boat, or was it the second time?
I want to say it was yeah, I thought about it too.
Yeah,
but I kind of put that one out of mind because that one didn't make it. Remember, it didn't.
And then, but it was the most fish she's caught in a day as far as bass.
Yeah, and especially on a boat.
So good job.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm sorry I'm not on screen tonight, guys. It's been a rough day. Struggling, legs are sore. I just figured I'm here. I'm here.
You're here. That's all that matters. Northwood says, I forgot that thunderstorms, what thunderstorms are like in Texas. We're getting hit pretty good tonight. They have issued a flood advisory. Well, be safe, man.
Yeah, definitely. So the biggest one I caught yesterday was 3.67 pounds.
Yes.
And I hooked it right in the throat. We tried for, we try to prepare for everything, but we always end up forgetting something.
We forgot the pliers.
Definitely. So me,
Tina, good to see you.
sticking my hand in the bass's mouth to try to take the hook out, I scratched up my hand pretty good. So it's all swollen and yucky. It is. Look.
No, you showed me. Yeah, for some reason the bass down here have teeth.
The bigger ones.
We didn't, all the fish survived. I mean, 3 of them swallowed the hook, but I got them out.
One of them was teeny tiny. What's they call? I brought it up. They bite like they're 50 pounds. I bring it up and it's like 6 inches, if that. That was a good day.
Gary's got a new line on his pole for next year. He says his fishing season's over. Brian didn't see it, man. He says, anyone else wondering what was up with that 9 to 11 911 call about the rake/pail crawler that jumped into the guy's truck bed? Pretty creepy stuff. I didn't hear anything about it.
I actually heard that.
Yeah?
It was on a video.
Hey, Jamie.
Yeah, guy's driving in the middle of nowhere and he sees something on the road. It stands up and then he gets past it and it jumps onto the top of the truck and is like banging and clawing. And he calls 911 and there's an actual 911 call saying that somebody's out here. He thought when he saw it, it was bleeding. He thought he saw a man or, a person on the side of the road that had blood coming down from its head. And so he calls 911 and says, yeah, there's somebody out here that I think might need help. He didn't want to stop. He was kind of creeped out, I guess. And I could be wrong on some of this, but as he passed it, it jumped onto the back of the truck and he's on the phone with dispatch and you can hear it in his voice. He said, it's in my truck. It's in my truck.
He said it isn't human. That's
what it was. He said, it's not human. It's not human. And the dispatcher's like, what? What is it? I don't remember what I know it was on YouTube. I just don't remember.
Was it short or was it?
No, it was somebody telling the story.
Oh, no shit.
Somebody. It was. I know it was a guy. It wasn't somebody that I normally would listen to. Ryan, if you know what video it is,
share it.
Share it. Yeah, put it in there, and I'll try to find the link to it.
Well, can he put a? He can. Yeah, he can.
He
can't put the link, but he can put.
He can type where. Yeah. Interesting story. I just heard that yesterday. Actually, I believe it was yesterday. Last night, maybe. Yeah, that was the first thing that he yelled. He said, "It's not human. It isn't human." Dispatcher, the female, she's like, "Well, what? What is it? What do you
She says, "I know the podcast, but I can't spell it."
I know the guy podcast, but I can't spell it. Yeah, it wasn't. I can picture the guy. I just don't remember the channel.
Carolina Case Files.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Let me find the link. I'll be right back.
Let's see.
For real 911 audio dispatch call logs. A 17-minute video. Give me a second to grab the link.
Carolina Case Files.
Yeah, it wasn't a channel that I was subbed to. It just came up in my feed, and I was like, oh, something different, you know?
Ryan says, what really hooked me was the panic and fear in his voice.
Yes, that's what I was
Guy
saying.
sounded like he was near tears when he realized it wasn't a human being.
Yeah.
Bet.
All right, guys,
Talk
there
about
it
your
is.
Paradigm getting
The link,
knocked down its ass.
the link I just posted, that's the one to that actual video. It's a 17, almost 18-minute video.
Right on. Well, that link is there. If any,
Breeze.
Save it. Hey, Breeze.
He says, we're in the mountains in Blue Ridge, Georgia. Good to see you. That's cool. It's one of my favorite places.
Right on. Enjoy.
North Georgia mountains.
Well, you go where? We used to go to what, LJ?
Well, outside, about 20 minutes outside of LJ.
Okay.
20, 30 miles.
I've only seen pictures. Couple weeks, 2 weeks, we'll be in Alabama.
Right.
Looking forward to that.
Tina said, dang, Thunder County. That's right. That's what it was. She says, I'm about 15 miles from there. I've been fishing on the Black River. It's creepy. Well, listen to your gut. What I always say.
Ryan says the only reason I got pulled into that one is because pale crawlers are very close to the Wendigo in physical description. So I always heard the Wendigo were the whole, antler, skull face, upright walking mess.
Well, I was reading Richie said Mr. Haywood, but I don't see him anywhere. Did I miss him?
No, he said Mr. Haywood and I are going hunting this
and
year together in his state. I can't wait.
I didn't even read the whole thing. I saw Mr. Hay. I was like, where?
Jamie says the rabbits around here haven't even started to turn white yet. Could be an extended autumn. That's, you gotta appreciate when Mother Nature in that sense lets you know ahead of time, hey,
right,
winter might be delayed a little bit. Northwood says my ex looks like Roz from Monsters Inc. than any. Always watching.
Sharon Guy, how you doing? And I know I saw Miss Sharon.
All right. So Ryan says the whole deer-headed antler thing is a pop culture thing, not the actual tribe's depiction of it, or it's not how they depicted it. Is it? Gary, you said Mose wish you were coming to Mark's Xmas dinner. Is it on Christmas?
When is it?
Yeah. We
missed that. The details.
We heard you talking about it, but I think I asked when and where, and maybe you replied.
I did take off a couple of days. I think before and after Christmas and New Year's.
Well, let's see. First weekend of December. So So
It's gonna be cold.
yeah, right? Yeah. Like, huh. So I'm thinking it's like,
That was my first thought.
but they said, well, where is it though, Gary?
December 6th, he said.
Don't overdo it, Sharon. Bree says the big guy is active lately.
Me too, Tina. I'm damn tired. I came home from work today and sat here for about a half hour, I think, or so. And then went and laid down. I didn't wake up what time. It was like after 7, I think.
Yeah, around 7:20. I made dinner.
We're camping at Gristmill and dinner at the pavilion there.
Okay.
Gary, I'll get in touch. We'll figure.
Where is the grist mill? I mean, what even state are we in?
Alabama, I'm
Is it?
sure. Yeah. I'm guessing. Gary, as you can tell, and everyone else, we're clueless.
Somebody else said that they were doing Airbnbs. Like a lot of people were getting Airbnbs.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, where is it? So,
We can look around.
yeah.
Sharon, you should get some rest.
Yeah.
He says there's a post on Cedar Creek.
Okay.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that I really would have to insulate the shit out of that pop-up to winterize it. I mean, I have
Bring the heaters.
insulation in there. It's underneath the
I
thing,
know.
but it
I
goes up on the
remember.
windows. I don't think I have the whole thing insulated.
No, I think you did half and then blocked off the other
I
half.
remember. But yeah, the time I slept in it during the winter was in Louisiana and in Oklahoma. And it was only one night each, but it was
Oh,
cold.
jeez. Gary says, I'm going down on Thursday to Sunday in a tent.
And I've been noticing, and I'm kind of interested, is you see these diesel heaters. They run on a 12-volt battery, like a car battery, and a gallon of diesel lasts like.
Gary says it was cold at Brown Springs that time.
Oh man, what's that, dude? Me and Gary went. I met Gary down there, and oof! I only opened up half the pop up just so I kind of pushed the whole end in, so
it would
it
just
would
be a
minimize
wall.
the space.
Yeah.
Of how much I had to heat. Ended up running out of propane. Lucy was next to me. She was next to me, and
You were shivering
everybody.
together.
We all. It was brutal. It was cold. I think it was 21 degrees that night. But it was cool. You know, we went for a good walk the next day. Right on the Red River. I saw footprints. We saw a trackway of bare feet, but they weren't.
Could have been anybody.
They weren't big.
Yeah. So many people out there.
But it's not in 21-degree weather.
Like, this is true. He said he slept in the truck with no heat.
Yeah, but you were pretty bundled up in what you were wearing. You didn't get a hole in your britches.
I was going to say,
morning.
Maya ripped a hole in it.
That was the next morning. So. But that was cool. You know, we went up the hill, checked out the cemetery.
That's cool.
But yeah, it is sketchy as fuck in there.
I'm sure.
Well, it's got a bad history. Be it a dumping ground for bodies or
Cult
cult
activity.
activity, witches, witch activity, cryptid activity, apparently.
Tiger activity.
That too. Yeah, there's some weird shit going on down there. Danny says, I got a propane heater that attaches to the top of a standard tank, so it will last a week on low heat. Oh, yeah.
In a small
I know what
room.
you're talking about. Yeah, this is a pop-up. I have a Mr. Buddy heater. What else did I have?
Gary says, and I still love the camp there.
Gary, bring extra blankets, man, and a Mr. Heater. There you go. Mid-South, how's it going? So I have all this stuff. It's all in my pop-up, which is nowhere near me. Well, the whole that diesel heater, you can run it outside the pop-up and pipe the air in.
Okay.
Oh, I've got warm sleeping bags. Problem with the pop-up is what you're sleeping. The platforms go out and there's just air underneath you.
Air all around you.
Yeah, so you need some insulation between that wood and the mattress. Sharon says prayers to Mid-South. He was really sick, guys. Well, I'm glad you're here, man. Hope you're feeling better.
It's good to see you. Prayers. Sure. Gary said at LBL it got down to 17 with 2 inches of ice.
Was that the March? You guys went in March, didn't you? With who was it? Was Mark there? Mark Newell?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Yes, the meet and freeze. Yeah, I do remember that. And I think some people stayed in where we stayed in that campground, but most stayed up at that other campground.
The open area.
And that's that, guys. If you've never been to Land Between the Lakes, check it out if you ever get the chance.
It's a beautiful place.
It is. It's pretty. Mid-South had a blood clot in his left leg.
Oh, no.
Glad that you're doing better. Sanders says prayers for healing and strength. Absolutely.
I'm glad they caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Sharon.
What else? Let me do this real quick. So you know what is you know where?
And you know what to do with it.
Indeed. Yeah, come hang out. Who else is in here? Yeah, Northwoods, I'm sure you've got that extra cold sleeping bag from being up north. That's you need it up there.
Right.
Yeah, I never did a lot of winter camping. Just, wasn't, freezing my ass off wasn't my thing. No, I sweat it off.
Right. Extreme opposite.
Yeah, I look at travel trailers and stuff and just dream because they're so overpriced for what you get for how they're built.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But I'd like something little bigger and easier than a pop-up.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of work.
Setting those things up, yeah, they're a pain in the ass.
That's a lot of work. I sit there watching. I want to help.
No, I mean, you get it down to a science.
I know. That's why I stay out of your way. But it is a lot of work.
I mean, when we used it in Alabama last time, the
first hour there was trying to level it on a slope.
It was like, if it was level, and we're on a hill like this, literally. So the back bunk that was uphill was maybe 3 feet off the ground. However, on the other end, it was probably 5 feet, maybe 5 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
And we had it blocked and chalked and it couldn't move, but God forbid if it did, man, we were going for a ride. We were going right down the hill. Yeah, Bayou Kraken. Joe, thank you. I still have your stuff. He's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Still
want to give it back to him. Yeah. Can you rent an RV?
You can. There, it's popular now where you can rent them. I mean, I wouldn't want to rent one.
No. You said you wouldn't?
No.
No, I've used that pop up a lot. It's
we've gotten a lot. Well, you've gotten a lot of use out of it. I mean, I've been with you on a lot of it.
Yeah. Is that the 168?
Back up in
on
the Mogollon Rim.
Yeah, up on the rim. Yeah, it's been in a lot of places.
Alabama,
Louisiana, used it there. But still, I don't want to work so hard. And that's when I realize I'm getting older. Suddenly I'm like, fuck that. I'm tired of busting my ass. I just want to have it a little bit easier. No, because then I'll bitch that I have to push the button to make the slide go out.
I'm reading what Jim wrote. I'm guessing he wants to listen to the video. The description sounds like the South Carolina lizard man came north into North Carolina for a time.
Lizard.
Mugs, the cops coming up because you're in a U-Haul. This is what was funny.
This is true. When I went to
like you're hauling bodies and
hang out, yeah. I had a U-Haul with the pop-up on it, and I didn't take it off. But to get back there, man, if they knew what I did to that U-Haul, like not the insurance wouldn't have covered it if anything had happened. And because it was, but cops rolled up on me and Gary. Yeah. You guys know each other? Yeah, we've known each other for years. It's the first time we're meeting though.
Excuse me.
And the guy was, that's a pretty cool setup. I remember the cop saying it, but it was like half-assed. Like I said, half of it wasn't even up. A Tajma tent. Uh-oh.
Well, oh, there I am.
Can you hear us?
How's it going?
How you doing, man?
How's it going? I'm okay. Just trying to get over this leg thing. There's a lot of the swelling's been going down. I'm able to get around a little bit better. Because I was working here a few weeks ago and my left leg started swelling real bad. And then my right leg started swelling real bad. And then my left leg started swelling. And so I had went to the hospital and they really didn't do no x-rays on it. They just said, oh, well, you got cellulitis. I'm like, no, I don't. I said, I don't have cellulitis. And they said, well, that's what it looks like to us. And so they gave me some antibiotics and sent me back home. And it kept getting worse and worse and worse, kept swelling a lot bigger. So I went to a different hospital and had them do EKG or
EKG?
yeah, and did some X-rays on it, and then they found a clot in my leg, in my right leg, and then found another one in my left leg. So I stayed in the hospital for like 4.5 days, and took a lot of antibiotics and a lot of blood thinners, and then they sent me home with a prescription of blood thinners. They told me I'm gonna have to take this prescription of blood thinners the rest of my life because I ain't got no spleen, and I'm prone to blood clots anyway. So because your spleen, your spleen separates your white from your red blood cells, and not having one, so my red blood cells doesn't separate, and that's what causes the clots. So, okay. And that not eating right, the two can lead to it, along with smoking and
all the vices and bad choices. Yeah.
Right. So I'm eating a little better.
According as far as like not eating right, it's easy to do that.
Yeah. So I'm trying to watch what I eat nowadays. Other than that, haven't been getting out. I haven't been out in a while. It's been about a month and a half. I did a live stream out in an area where I found a lot of structures, and I did a couple videos out there. But other than that, I haven't been going out. I haven't been really wanting to. Shit, I'll be 55 this this coming November. I'm just kind of wore out from all that.
Yeah, you got to take a break, regroup.
Right.
Your health is more important. Take care of that, and then
Yeah. So I don't know if I'll be going out much anymore. I mean, it's not just that one spot with my blood clots. I've got COPD also, and that's been getting a little worse. I've been hospitalized 5 different times this year alone from my breathing for COPD. So getting out in that heat and especially here in Texas, I mean, it's hot as hell out here. I go outside right now, smoke a cigarette, and it's just blazing hot and sweating by the time I get in. So that, and I'm trying to quit smoking, but it ain't working too well.
Well, I'll put out the cigarette and won't smoke in front of you. Because that's just rude.
Oh, well, I got a pack in my pocket, so I mean,
Leave it there.
it's fine. So
No, that's on the list of things I need to do. We had
So
just purchased.
I tried the patch. I tried the patch for a little while, and it didn't seem to work. It seemed to increase my smoking. You know,
Really?
I went from a
You're not
pack.
supposed to smoke when you have it.
I went from a pack every 2.5 days back down to a pack every day when I was on the patch.
After the patch.
So I took the patch off. When I took the patch off, I went back to a pack every 2.5 days, and was like that for a while. And then I started vaping, and I started vaping for a little bit. I set the cigarettes down for a little bit. I vaped for a little bit. Then I picked the cigarettes back up. I was vaping and smoking at the same time. So I was just like, well, what the fuck? So I don't know.
Yeah, I can't see myself trading one addiction for another. You know, like going from cigarettes to the patch to when I do shit, I have to do it cold turkey because I make myself suffer, but I'm better off in the end.
Right. Yeah. I wish I could do that. I mean, I did quit drinking cold turkey, and
Me too.
And I quit cocaine cold turkey. So that was back in 2012. And I gave all that up. I mean, I wish I could have gave up the other shit too back then. So I wouldn't be in the situation I am now, like going to these rehabs and sober livings and all that.
But it's getting you in the right direction.
Right.
You know,
it is.
And keep going, you know, keep fighting.
Yeah, I am. I mean, this my sobriety is the number one thing right now. That's what I keep first is my sobriety. So,
and you know, we wish you luck with that.
Thank you.
I know it's not easy. I mean, I've been sober. I put it there. The word sober, I can't use. I haven't had a drink in over 8 years.
Over 8 years?
Oh yeah, because I smoke weed, so I'm not sober.
Right.
So I can't say I'm sober.
WTF Mike says, I wonder if anyone has ever quit anything hot turkey. Why all the fuss over the cold one? Sorry.
I don't know. Good question.
Yeah, that's one thing I miss is smoking weed. Yes.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, Richie?
Hey, Rich.
What's going on? How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Miss South. Be careful
How's
with
it
the blood
going, man?
clots. Be
That's
careful with
Richie.
blood clots. I have blood clots myself. I almost died from thrombosis right in the right lung. It was actually traveled to the heart.
Yeah.
About 2010, I think it was. I almost died from it. Really, what are you on warfarin or what others are you on?
What? Say that again.
What type of
blood thinner are you on?
Eliquist.
Okay, that's the expensive stuff right there.
Yeah, my insurance pays.
Well, insurance, it's like $800 to $1,000, I think.
Yeah, I got Ambetter.
$50.
I got Ambetter from Arkansas, and it's pretty good insurance. I pay for all my meds. You know, I ain't got no out-of-pocket fees for it. except for one. I take omeprazole for my stomach, and so like for heartburn, indigestion, and stuff like that. So I pay out of pocket for that. Anyway, like $12 for a script. So for 30 days. So
yeah, just gotta be careful. Just you also gotta watch how much. That one you don't have to worry about as much with the vitamin K products, but if you are on warfarin, you can't consume no more than 120
This is for
micrograms per day.
educational purposes
That's
only.
what I want to say is, Richie, you got to watch with the medical advice because.
He'll get.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I can't.
I'm just saying for what I have to.
Yeah.
It's been, well, then say in my experience, just.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Make it
My
known.
bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm just
it's
trying to have a
for
conversation.
entertainment purposes only.
we get it. It's
Okay.
just he got dinged a while back on a show that was years ago, a couple of years ago, and it was the same situation. Someone was explaining their situation, but
It sounded like advice.
it's that yes, and the
we
algorithm
got dinged
picked it
for
up.
medical misinformation.
Yes.
Okay, my bad. I didn't know. My personal experience, warfarin you can't take more than 120 micrograms per day. So that's the side effect. That's the side effect of warfarin.
I take Eliquis
With
twice
you,
a day.
Eliquis, you don't have to worry about that. It's a great thing.
Right.
You know. So.
Yeah, I take it twice a day. Eliquis, once in the morning, once at night.
No, congratulations with the drinking too and the cocaine.
Oh man, I quit that back in 2012. So,
Yeah.
and well, after that, I picked up methamphetamine, and that's been about one of the strongest drugs trying to quit. I've been in and out of rehab for the past 5 years, trying to kick it. I'll get a certain amount of clean time, then I'll relapse or slip or relapse, really.
Yeah, I stopped all that stuff. Doing all my hardcore drugs. I used to be into the drug scene. Me being stupid.
Thank God I never got into that. I never. I mean, dude, I've done coke and acid once, meth once, but I never got into that. I've been smoking weed all my life.
Yeah,
right.
That's as far as I really went.
I done special K.
Yeah, I started out on
Plaza.
weed. As a kid, I started out smoking weed, and I smoked weed all through my teenage years. And then, being from Louisiana, I mean, all my family drank, so I got introduced to drinking as a real young age. And my mom and dad used to give me, small shots of their drink, wherever they were drinking at night to put me to sleep, because back then they didn't have nothing. They didn't have nothing for ADHD and ADD. There was no term like that called. You were just a hyper kid, or high strung, and they used that to calm me down and put me to sleep. And then, they didn't really know that it was turning me into an alcoholic. So by the time I was 21, 22 years old, I was an alcoholic, and so I drank real heavy through my 20s and early 30s, and then started calming down through my middle 30s up into my 40s. So I got hooked on drugs real bad, and I started using meth back when I was 21, 22 years old, and back then it was a whole lot stronger than it is now, but nevertheless, I still got really hooked on it really bad, and then I quit it back in 1996. I let it go, and I stayed clean off of meth for 10, 15 years. And then I picked it up again right after I quit the cocaine and the drinking. I picked it up about a year or so after that and stayed addicted to it up until a couple of years ago, when I started trying to fight for my life to get off of it. So I've had a couple of relapses in the past couple of years, but I've had more clean time these past couple of years than I have dirty. So that's something that's really, that I thank myself for, and that I feel that I've accomplished pretty good. Because there for a while it was a daily a daily thing for me. I had to have it every single day, and just didn't go without it every single day. And I was every single day for 15 years.
Wow.
Is how. Yeah.
Well, our prayers are with you, dude. You know, I want to see you succeed in this.
Day by day.
That's it. One day at a time.
Right. Yeah, I'm clean. I'm clean right now, but you know, it's always you never can never say that you're fully healed
No.
because you're not.
No, you never will.
Sharon guy said, Mark, I'm so happy and proud of you.
You're still gonna have that in your head the whole time. You're still gonna have the cravings. You know, I still have cravings.
It's in my head every day.
I haven't had cocaine since I was like 26, and I haven't touched it since then. Almost 30 years, and I still less than 30 years, like 25 years, something like that. I haven't touched it. I don't ever want to take it again, but I still have that drip feeling in the nose and everything, and down the throat.
Yeah.
I still get that feeling, you know, like, oh man, that was great.
Yeah, I still have a bad drug dream, and that's about one of the worst things, you know, a recovering addict have is drug dreams, because you wake up craving it. I mean, you wake up craving it, and you all day long, and that's what happens to me. I crave it, and then all day long I'm thinking about it, but the thought always leaves my head because I want to stay clean. I do not want that shit.
And that's what will get you through, is that want. You know, and you have to want it, and you have to do it. You know, you just convince yourself you don't do that shit anymore.
That's
and
right.
That's how you live. I don't touch it. No thanks. You know, I'm done with it.
Yep.
And you know, I promised myself I would never put myself through that shit again. And this is the one promise that I'm making that I will never break. You know, be it to myself or anybody else. I will not go through that again. I won't put myself in that position to even be able to go through that again. Because that week of detoxing was pure hell.
Yeah.
And you know, and you know, anybody
the last time that I relapsed, I was also doing hydrocodone with it. And the detox off of the hydrocodone was just terrible. Oh my God, it was awful.
The constant running to the toilet, constant vomiting, the constant the shakes, the constant you can't sleep, you can't relax. I know. I was on pain medicines because of my work injury. They started me off one medicine, and I went up to 22 different medicines. The only thing that helped me personally was cannabis. That was it. Otherwise, if I didn't have cannabis, I would not be able to function. I was constantly running to the toilet. I was constantly, getting sick of the dog, front and back, and I literally for about 2 weeks of taking 22 different pain medicines for, I think, almost 10 years of going through workers' comp and all that stuff. They keep popping pills in you. Take this one, take this one, take this one. And then the last one I think I stopped was they were trying to give me fentanyl. And I was like, hell no. That's when Prince died from it. And I'm like, hell to the no. So I was like, no way. I'm glad I never had to deal with that anymore. Thank the good Lord. That's the best day of my life. It's been, I think it's been 7 years. When I do go dental work, I get maybe 6 to 8 pills, and that's it, and that's all I take. And just when it's done, I don't touch it. I don't look at it. I have no desire. It's the greatest thing in the world.
Well, it's great to see people moving forward. Don't forget where you came from, but don't dwell on it where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie wants to say something.
Well, this just needs to be mentioned. Gary Spikes. I'm a recovering alcoholic. Been dry 35 years.
Yes. So
that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Way to go, Gary.
It's encouraging.
Good going, Gary. That's awesome.
It's awesome.
35 years.
How long you been sober now, Mopes?
Excuse me, sir.
July,
Going
August,
on
September,
9 years.
October, 8.5 years almost.
Yeah.
Nice. I think it took me almost 9 years or 10 years to have my first beer, and I was okay with it. And then I didn't drink the whole beer. I drank maybe like a third of the beer, and I threw out the rest of the beer. And then I think I drank a shot, and I drank maybe like that much of a shot, and I threw the rest out. I couldn't drink it. I think since then, I think I had maybe a 12-pack of beer in the last since I was my 30s, early 30s. I think 30, 31. For almost 19 years, I stopped drinking. I have no desire. I smell the beer. It smells good. I love to smell the beer. I love the taste of it, but I can't drink it anymore. I basically drink I drink most of the time. I drink like an old, not an old rules. That's nasty. I drink like Heineken triple double zero, and it smells like a beer, tastes like a beer, and looks like a beer without the beer. You know.
No,
And
it's alcohol free. Yeah. I
yeah,
made the mistake of drinking like 6 St. Pauli girls one night. They were alcohol free. Supposedly. It's like 0.01% or whatever it is. But I did like 6 of them. I was in a pool tournament and I was in a bar. So it was just that, you order another drink, even though it wasn't alcoholic. But I woke up in the middle of the night with like a hangover. I had a splitting headache, got sick. It was just bizarre.
wow.
I think it was just that little bit of alcohol that was in it. Didn't
Hit your sister hard.
yeah.
Yeah, I never seen the use to drinking a non-alcoholic beer or drinking beer. When I quit drinking beer, or even when I was drinking beer, I didn't drink a non-alcoholic beer. I've tasted it before. I've tasted O'Doul's. I think it was one of the first non-alcoholic beers that came out. But when I quit drinking, I didn't want to be around it. They didn't want to see. They didn't want to be in bars or hang around with anybody that was drinking or anything like that. I mean, I'm different these days. I can stand it. I mean, because it don't bother me no more. But
No, but you did the right thing for your time.
Drinking.
You kept yourself out of that situation.
Right.
Yeah. One of my buddies just recently stopped drinking. Since I met him, since I moved down to Florida, his name is Major. Awesome guy. He's a gunsmith. His family owns lease guns. They fix guns. If your guns have problems with the slide or something, to fix that. Decorate it, whatever you want. Make a long story short, he was a full-blown alcoholic. Every time I hung out with him, he couldn't drink. You could not see him without a case of beer. And it was so upsetting that I just stopped hanging out with him. He's a really good guy. Really had a great time with him. But and then one day I saw him on Facebook. He posts, I'm sober. I've been sober for like 3 months. He's going to church. He went to and then he became born again. And then he completely 9-day difference. I mean, like complete 3 months prior, and he was a full-blown alcoholic and pill popping, and all of a sudden he's completely hit bottom and went actually for the positive, and he's still well. He's didn't lose his job with his family, but he just had to leave the family business. That was actually causing a lot of the reason why he was drinking a lot, But after he left,
Real quick, guys, stay away from Tylenol. Sorry. I'm seeing how people can only take Tylenol, and otherwise they can't take anything stronger than Tylenol, and just apparently Tylenol is no good for you.
No, all I said was Gary.
Yeah, it'll hurt your liver.
Your kidneys.
No, Trump just put out a whole thing how pregnant women who took Tylenol had a better chance of having a child with autism.
Yeah.
Really?
Autism. Yeah. Go. All I can say, I don't want to talk much about it, but just Google Tylenol and Trump, and you'll see. He did a
Wow.
press release. I mean, he got up and spoke to the world, basically saying that they're fighting autism, and there's a direct line back to Tylenol. Taking Tylenol while pregnant. And what's encouraging with that is that there's a hope that some of this might be reversible. They're finding that whatever's causing autism in certain cases and certain genes, they may be able to reverse some of their autism. But you look at the statistics of the percentage of newborns that are diagnosed with being autistic. It's incredible. Just over the last 20 years,
it went from like 1 in 1,000 to 1 in 30.
1 in 30. 1 in 30 children born.
Good evening, Jay. Good to see you.
If you go into the deep dive, if you happen to look into it, there's also talk about immunizations and the effect on children, and it's a whole thing. Just look into it.
Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research.
Yeah, and that's why I said just Google it, and if you're willing to take that deep dive. But it's just unusual to hear a president on don't take this. Don't take this product. I don't think I can recall.
Also, considering it's big pharma.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit.
There is only one other country in the world that will advertise on television that will allow pharmaceutical companies that don't run.
There's several countries apparently that don't allow Tylenol or that type of product even to be brought into the country.
Right.
Like I said, y'all look into it. It just, I heard it yesterday.
Yeah, I can't take Tylenol. Tylenol swells my liver up because I've got hepatitis C, and taking Tylenol.
No, I'm laughing at Gary's comment. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I read Gary's comment, and that's what made me laugh. I wasn't by no means. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead, dude. Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, I can't take Tylenol basically because I got Hep C from when I was using. I contracted that through Sharon Needles with a friend of mine who I didn't know had it, and I didn't find out I had it until last year. And you have to stay clean for up to 6 months before you can start taking the medicine that'll clear it out of your system. So
Sounds like you got some work ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that. I'm ready for it now, but
Good on. That's good to hear.
I'm trying to get it all worked out where I can get it on my insurance, because my insurance right now won't pay for it. They won't pay for it for the treatments, but I'm trying to get some an extra additional insurance to where I can get that treatment, because it's really expensive.
I hope that works out, man.
Yeah, it's like $714 for per, not per dose, but like per month, because it's a 3 month
per prescription.
3 months.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
Yeah, it's nuts, and so my insurance won't pay for it, and I damn sure ain't got it out of pocket. So
there's got to be other routes out there as far as other agencies that can help.
Yeah.
That's
I'm doing that right.
It's outrageous that medication is so expensive.
Right, it is. It really is. I mean, my Seroquel that I take, which my insurance pays for, it's over $600. for a script of 30.
Michael Haywood, good to see you. Sorry, had to get that out.
So I'm gonna let y'all go.
All right, dude. Well,
Speaking of medicine, mine's kicking in right now. So
prayers.
I'll be in
Stay
chat.
strong, man.
Take care of yourself.
All right,
man.
thanks, Mo, Stevie B.
It's good to see you.
Always good to see y'all.
All right, man. Be good.
All right, dude.
Well, that was cool. You know me, I like to see comeback stories. And
Absolutely.
people fighting to.
Yeah, I leave for a second, I come back, everybody's gone.
I don't know where Richie went. Hey, Val.
Hey, Val. Good to see you. Wendell. How you doing, Wendell?
Man, it's just not right.
What's that?
Well, I don't pay attention to the cost of meds because thank God I don't take any. You know,
Well,
probably should, but I don't. And I thank God that I don't because I wouldn't be able to afford it.
no. But I think that's one thing that's definitely being looked into with this country is
The cost of. I mean, for diabetics, insulin.
Yeah.
It's been the same recipe from day one, but the price has gone up hundreds of %.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed about how they make it or anything like that. It's a shame. I pray one day nobody has to take medication.
I know.
But that's wishful thinking because the shit we put in our bodies that we're allowed to put in our bodies, that ain't gonna happen. Anyway, let me put this up again. Tyler 420, how you doing, man? Danny Staten, what's up? No, if you have insurance, if you have Medicaid, Medicare, God bless you. That your needs are being taken care of in that sense. What's happening, Wendell?
Not much.
Hey.
I've been on chat all afternoon instead of watching any YouTube or anything. And you popped up and here I am.
Welcome.
Jim, that's good advice. Eat the best you can and hike in the mountains all you can.
Hey, Dan.
Greetings from South Carolina. How you doing, Max?
Greetings.
Gary Spike says an EpiPen is $800.
Oh yeah.
Really?
I thought I'd pop on real quick and say that I like living in South Carolina a lot for one reason. We get really good medical here. They take care of us. They put me on disability, and I've been on disability for 12 years. And in 12 years, I've never once had to pay a penny for none of my medicines, medical treatment, doctor's appointments, surgeries, or anything.
Good for you.
That's awesome.
I love
Wow.
They take care of me here.
Good for you.
Yeah.
My insurance that I had when I lost my legs, so that's what that was, I mean, I didn't pay a whole lot at all, considering the cost of everything, amputation down to the prosthetics and everything. But I think because of that reason, they switched the insurance the next year.
Oh, county, they switched the insurance.
And it's been shit ever since. We have the worst insurance now.
I'm gonna keep my camera turned off because unlike your
Me
previous
too.
guest, I didn't quit and I'm still partaking. So.
Hold
Well,
on.
I'm just
Well, I
having
want to say hello to everybody in chat because I can't see the chat right now. But
Oh, Jay, I'm sorry to hear that. Hold on, real
wait,
quick.
wait, what?
Jay's wife or Jay's mother-in-law passed
Oh no.
Saturday.
sorry to hear that.
So sorry to hear that, Jay.
Oh, that's
And
sad.
Janet,
How's
please.
Janet doing? Send her my love and prayers.
Because Jay says Janet's mother took me into the family like I was one of her sons. We feel for you, Jay. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I heard something bad. And prayers for you, Jay, and your whole family.
That's really sad, man.
I just want to give him a hug.
I know, right? She lived a long life, didn't she? She was
90.
90.
How old, Jay?
She was up there.
Yeah. I know that feeling. My mother-in-law lived a long life too. Bitch.
Else? Judy says I lost my insurance and just got it back. Oh, good. That's very good. Anyway, so
99 years and 8 months.
99 years and 8 months. God bless her.
Yes.
That's
She had
awesome.
a good long life.
Wow.
Yeah, man, that's like Betty White old, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think she lived to be 99 too, didn't she?
I think it was.
That's a long time. Wow. Good
My
for her.
stepfather's grandmother lived to be 103.
There's a lot of people living longer, hitting 100s these days.
All my aunts and uncles, my grandparents, they all lived way up into the old ages, like 80s and 90s. My mom was almost 90 when she passed away.
My dad was 80.
My dad was.
She would, she
Mom.
smoked a corncob pipe and she drank a half a glass of moonshine every night before bed.
That's awesome. I'm sorry, that's awesome. She have a spittoon nearby too?
I don't think she dipped, but it was, well, now you think about it, I think the glass that she was using used to be one of them glasses that the top snuff came in. So she may have.
That's what I pictured when you were like corncob pipe and moonshine. I'm like, ding.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
of all them old people in my family, I don't remember one of them that didn't smoke.
Jay, she still can. Sorry.
Yeah, my mother's father, he was 97 when he passed. He smoked a pipe.
Janet is one tough little chickadee. If we had met earlier in my life, she could have kicked my ass. And yeah,
She still can.
But she might still kick mine.
I think you overestimate your abilities, Jay, or underestimate hers.
He's mighty in mind.
Golly.
We love you.
He knows. He knows.
Too bad y'all can't come up this weekend and camp with us.
I'm busy.
Yeah, we're camping at Pine Glen this time.
Where's that at?
We'll be up there in about 2 weeks. We'll be up in Alabama.
Alabama.
We'll be there 5 days, 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. Pine Glen's about 20 miles from me.
South, north.
East.
Oh, there was that.
Forgot about that one.
Hollands is about 60 miles south of me.
Well, we're going to Evergreen.
Okay.
That's where we're headed.
I want to get back over in Bankhead again before I get where I can't go.
I should probably Google that to figure out where it's at.
Where you at, Dan?
I'm in South Carolina, near Greenville.
Oh, okay.
If you look on a map and you see Greenville, South Carolina, and Anderson, South Carolina, I live in that big green patch of forest right between them.
Okay.
It sounds like where we're going. Middle of friggin' nowhere.
Right. Looking forward to it.
It's just weird. I found out yesterday I live like 17.5 miles from Greenville in one direction and 17.5 miles from the heart of Anderson in the other direction. Weird. They're like right in the middle.
Karen says, I have a picture of my great grandmother, Jenny Charbonneau, sitting in a rocking chair smoking a corncob pipe.
You know, somewhere we got pictures of my grandpa with white hair. I don't know if that matters.
Oh, right on.
Some kind of cowboy show or something to come through town when he was a kid.
I got a picture of me, my mother, one of my stepfather's cousins, and one of their kids, and a guy that was called Frank Cucumber up in Cherokee, North Carolina, back when I was a kid.
How about this one? I got professionally taken pictures of any professional wrestler you can name, and I also got them professionally taken pictures of me and my family with all these wrestlers that you can name about any of them.
You remember Bonnie Blackstone?
Was that a female wrestler from the 70s or something?
She was one of the hosts on the show. She was host with Mean Gene.
What area? Like not like
Atlanta?
Washington? Atlanta?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
She's blonde hair, beautiful girl. I got a picture with her. I got a picture with me and Aaron Gray when was making the movie Six Pack. I'm friends with William Lee Golden on Facebook, and one of my cousins is
dropping names.
one of my cousins is Grady Nix. He used to be with a group called the Prophets. And my stepfather's family was related to John D. Loudermilk, the songwriter, and the Louvren brothers.
Murray, good to see you.
Hey, Murray.
I hope you're well. It's good.
He says, greetings, trendsetters. I'm not related to anybody.
I got to go to Johnny Cash's house one time.
Oh, right on.
My stepfather was a truck driver and lives up Nashville, and we stopped at a truck stop up there. And, oh, he come in the truck stop, and we was sitting there talking. He invited us over to his house.
Sorry, I read that. It made me laugh.
Jamie Carter says, I've got an autographed Bible.
I'd expected that from Jay.
Right? My flock, how are you?
Hey, Sarah.
That's
Yes,
good.
Jay-
I hadn't thought of that one.
Jay got to play golf with Elvis.
He did. He absolutely did.
It's amazing who people know in this outfit or have met them.
I think that was more right place, right time, because Jay lived, his property backed up, I think, to the golf course. And Jay was a golfer. And somehow he got to play with them. I think that's cool as hell. Michael says, just say JC, Jamie. The autographed Bible.
That's just ridiculous. When Jay went to church, they didn't have Bibles; they had them stone tablets.
Who do you think wrote the Dead Sea Scrolls? He just forgot where he put them.
And warmest regards.
Dale Boswell has more pictures with movie stars and country western singers than anyone I've ever seen.
Yeah, he does have quite a few of them. He does.
I'm sure.
Who is Dale Boswell?
He was singing at the
Camp out.
Oh, Dale. Okay. Just
got
didn't.
stuck.
Yeah. Okay. Well, when you're in the business like that, that's every day. I mean, I've met a lot of people. I just never like, hey, can I get a picture with you?
Oh.
I had a few autographs here and there, but I was more into just the experience of meeting someone and having a conversation, and thanking them. I've gone up to a lot of people and just thanked them for what they did.
Jay says there were actually 15 sins, but Moses slipped down the mountain.
I've got 15. 10 commandments. History of the World Part 1. It's a great movie.
Yeah, when I lived over there in Atlanta, I got to meet a lot of them wrestlers.
Jamie probably brought his own balls.
I did a few shows. We did a few shows. I worked a few shows at the Omni in Atlanta, but mostly it was upper around, more like Athens or Columbus. I didn't work the big town that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold pictures and posters at wrestling. I was in concessions.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that for about 20 years.
Did you ever go to Ox Baker's restaurant there in the Omni while you was there?
Not really. I knew what it was and I knew him, but I didn't ever go down that way. I didn't ever.
Burt Reynolds had one too.
I went to Austin Idol's pizza place up here in Greenville a few times.
Okay.
He's got a training school up there in Greenville now. He's training wrestlers for the NWA. So I've been there a couple of times.
Diamond Page and Buff Bagwell used to hang out at the Waffle House up there in Woodstock, Georgia.
Yeah. Buff Bagwell's been going through a lot of stuff lately. He just had his leg amputated, and he's having to learn how to walk on a prosthetic now and all kind of horrible stuff. Fun fact.
Yeah, but DDP, man, DDP looks out for a lot of people and gets them up on their feet, and DDP good friend to have.
Here's a fun fact. I was married to Buff Bagwell's niece for 7 years.
Oh, right on.
I was married to Martha Bagwell's daughter, Angelina. It's his niece.
You know who Wendy Bagwell, the TV evangelist?
Yeah, I know a little bit about that.
My cousin I was mentioning, Grady Nix, he was married to his hairdresser.
It's a hairdresser's second cousin, twice removed.
I'll be back in
You
a
know,
second.
like
My cup has
say-
suddenly become empty.
I say, you get to know people through other people. It's interesting who all you do get to know.
Yeah, it is.
Although it don't never roll off where it helps us out in the hunt.
Brock
We don't never
Lesnar
get none of their money.
in Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan's a pretty big place.
Karen, I listened to Delilah growing up. She's a Delilah from the Love Song or whatever. It's radio. Lives there in Port Orchard.
Oh, right on.
And I was listening to Art Bell the night that the Phoenix Lights took place.
What was that, 97? When that happened?
It was somewhere in the early 90s. I'm not sure exactly when it was. But there's people calling in from all over Phoenix talking about them. It was wild.
That was still, it's weird. Because sometimes the way they went on and went off, they look like flares, but then it's not what everybody saw. You know,
No.
They saw something fly over, not flares dropping out of the sky.
Yeah, blacking out the stars for over like 2 football fields length.
Well, that's what happened with my dad when he was in Sedona, Arizona. Something flew over his house that blacked out the stars. There were no lights on it.
Yeah.
The first time they saw it, the stars were gone. And you could see the shape of it. He said it was like the size of a football field. And then the second time they saw it, it came over the house and there were lights on it, and they took off. 2 lights went that way, and they chased each other, and then the fighter jets came and chased the whole thing away.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
I was camping at Lake Altoona and heard this real loud plane coming. Turned out to be a Navy seaplane following a black triangle.
River said if Whitney Houston married Gene Pitney, her name would have been Whitney Pitney. Sorry.
Pretty random.
It was. That's why it was funny.
I think we need some randomness right now.
Yeah.
Hey, River, I didn't know you was in chat, or I said hello to you.
Well, you just came in with that.
What's up, River?
I said it wasn't too long ago. I was sitting out here in the backyard, and
What's happening?
I saw this great big light just appear in the sky, and it just kept getting brighter, and it just kind of hovered there, and it looked like the Millennium Falcon, and then it shot off like a jet. It was creepy, man. It really was weird. Hey, I got the whole thing on video and put it on YouTube. It's on one of my channels.
Jay just said Stevie B wanted to see Graceland in Memphis while we drove on the way to pick up Judy, but he fell asleep and missed the exit and didn't realize it until they were like 20 miles past it. So she didn't get to see Graceland.
Talking about sleeping, I was coming back from Calhoun, Georgia, going down to Atlanta, making a delivery, and I got down there. The sign said 1 mile to the Cass White exit, which is right there at Cartersville. And the next thing I know, I was getting off on Howell Mill Road downtown, and I have no idea how I got there.
No, what's scary is when you're driving and you don't realize where you are. Like, it happened to me once when I was like normal.
That used to happen to me all the time.
I would do the drive every day, but I got to this point where I just like blacked out and was like, I didn't recognize anything.
Yeah.
And for like 2 minutes, I was like, where the hell am I?
Yeah.
Well, that was like 30 miles that I had drove, and I didn't know how I done it.
Yeah. If I had $1 for every night I had like that.
Michael said it's an acid flashback, Wendell.
No, it wasn't. I fell asleep while I was driving. That's what happened.
Richie, good night.
Send me a link to that video of yours. I want to see that.
Like I can find it. You know, I got like a lot of channels and a lot of videos and.
Terrence says I've never seen a UFO. I guess a bunch of people in Boulder did, including my parents and brothers. I was out cold because I broke my arm that day, and I was out like a light that night. It was in 1965.
Good night, Richie.
She missed out on seeing a UFO.
Yeah, I got way better videos than that freaking little light in the sky thing anyway.
I got a video of 3 lights over Walmart in Douglasville. They was sitting up there when I went in. When I come out, they was still there. I started videoing. One of them took off down towards Florida, and the other 2 kept sitting there, and one of them was huge.
Do you play Paul Simon when you're going to visit Graceland? Yeah, I've never seen. Well, I don't know. Never seen like a UFO where I went, that's a UFO. I saw orbs, but I said those are orbs. You know, I didn't think it was a UFO.
Well,
I've seen lots of things in the sky, and they're a UFO to me because I don't know what they were.
But sure, by definition, yeah.
It sounded mean it was little green men and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
The first one I seen, I was about 8 or 9 years old, and my mother was standing in the kitchen and the living room looking out the window. And I asked her what she was doing. She said, I think I'm looking at a flying saucer. And I went and looked. There was something going across the sky in the distance. Had 4 lights that kept rotating back and forth on it. One green, one yellow, blue, and a red one.
Yeah, we had that happen over there in Greenville over Berea one night, and had that thing with the flashing lights went over, and everybody called in, and everybody was saying UFO, and it turned out to be a freaking Goodyear blip or something. Freaked everybody out. Now, I got lots of videos of weird lights in the sky, but they don't mean nothing because they're just weird lights in the sky. You know.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those little bitty lights that would appear and disappear.
Craziest thing I ever saw. The craziest thing I ever saw was when I was a kid, and I saw that damn big hairy Bigfoot thing, creature thing. That was bad. You know, that messed me up. I've seen a lot of stuff since, so you know, I've seen a lot of stuff since then.
Mike Harper, what's up?
Michael Harper.
Judgment Day, Mike Harper.
No, he's one of my real good friends.
Today.
Actually, Mike Harper is one of my real good friends. I've known him for a long time.
Right on.
Yeah.
Tina says, I saw something in the sky one night coming home from work, but I don't know what it was.
I seen a fireball one time. I guess.
Yeah, I've seen those.
I've seen some I seen some big ass birds that look like they come out of Valley of the damn dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Videos on the Daily
Another
blog.
pterodactyl story.
Hey, videos on the Daily Damn blog, damn it. Yeah. Most of the stuff I talk about, there's a video to back it up. If I told you
I
the
wish
shit
I had a video for everything I seen.
That's just it. If I told you the shit I saw, I didn't make a video of it, you'd think I was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But at least I catch some of it on video. You know, I'm happy with what I catch.
This one evening was sitting out on the front porch and seeing it was actually a rocket's what it was. All we could see was the tail off of it as it went over. And the next morning, they mentioned that there's one accidentally launched from Mobile, and I guess they detonated it over the ocean after it got past Georgia out there.
I swear I saw this one video lately though about a UFO, and this UFO's zipping along, and a missile comes up and bounces off of it, and that one kind of blows my mind.
Yeah,
That was recently.
Yeah, it was the craziest damn video I ever saw, man.
Well, that missile kind of broke up a little bit, and it was getting dragged along in whatever field that UFO was producing. Because if you watched it,
I think that was possibly the fins off that rocket following it.
The thing about it is it had to produce some kind of field that disabled the firing mechanism so it didn't go off and blow it to little pieces.
Yeah.
Usually the missile don't just bounce off something. It's been my experience, it blows shit up.
Yeah.
Look at my arm. If you want proof, you can look at my freaking arm.
yeah, it was a very, very interesting video.
I just wonder how many more videos they got they haven't released yet.
Yeah, all of them.
Years and years.
Yeah, all of them. Judy Wheeler says, "I seen my first elk in Arizona." When was that, Judy?
I saw my first strip show in Arizona.
For a second there, she's like, "Wait, what?"
Wait, huh? Weren't you there?
Right.
I'm a horrible person. I said I saw my first strip show in Arizona.
And
What's horrible is you repeat it.
in early 23, I made a road trip to California, running down Highway 40 from Tennessee to California. I seen my first elk down there about Arkansas or New Mexico, somewhere in there.
Probably New Mexico.
Up at the Grand Canyon, the first time I saw elk was when it was snowing and they ran across right in front of the truck. It was beautiful but scary.
Yeah.
There's a herd. I mean, counted 6. I know there was more because a couple of must have just crossed over right before.
That it was in Arkansas. I can't remember the town. It starts with a W that you drive through. There's one of the elk had been hit on the side of the road, and about 3 more up in the woods.
I was about 9 or 10 years old, and my dad took me and my brothers to Canada for this big fishing trip. And I never will forget my younger brother. Well, actually, a little bit older brother. Not much older, but about 2 years older than me, running into the cabin screaming, "This giant mutant deer tried to get me." It was the first time we ever saw an elk.
They are big. It's cool to hear them in the wild, though. When they bugle, that's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
It sends chills.
Oh,
First time I heard it, I got chills. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah. You'd be surprised how many people hear that and report it as a Bigfoot howl or something, or else send in an audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Well, they're pretty distinct. You know, elk sound like an elk. You know,
Yeah, I've heard enough of them on TV. I would know one if I was out in the woods with it.
Jay says I once could see my feet and other things when I looked down. Not anymore. Belly in the way.
Tina says milkshakes, Jay.
Pyro, what's up?
Man, actually, the keto thing's been paying off for me. I'm at 257, and
Right
it's the lowest body weight I've been since high school.
Right on. Keep it up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right now,
we're about to get back on it.
This week I'm just running. I hadn't been feeling too good, so this week I'm just running straight carnivore. I'm just eating like hamburger steaks and pepper steaks, meats, a little eggs for breakfast mostly.
Does Juan live near Jay? Because that happens over by Jay's house too.
What?
He says my milkshakes bring all the women to the yard. No, that's good, man. I'm glad to hear you're losing weight. I'm not happy where I'm at in my weight right now.
I'm not sure I want to lose much more. I'm not used to being this small. It's starting to annoy me. I'm serious, man. I've always been a big person, you know. So
yeah, but your knees will thank you. Your heart will thank you. You know.
I don't. If I weighed 10 pounds, this freaking knee would still hurt. I know it would. I could look like an Ethiopian and my knee still hurt. They've been telling me since, oh God, the last 15 years, I need a replacement in my knee.
Yeah, my dad had a knee replacement, and it still gave him trouble later on. And
and I was thinking about getting it. My neighbor and me both had the same knee trouble, so he went in and had the surgery. And then he come out and suffered, and I saw what he went through. And he went back in and had to have it again because it just didn't work out. Now he's on his 4th knee replacement surgery. He has to have a freaking nurse come out there every day. He's hobbling around on a walker looking all pathetic. You know what I have to do? I take a freaking Lortab. I'm okay. Rock and roll, baby. You know, when I'm crawling and can't walk no more, then I'll consider it. As long as I can take some pain pills and roll on, man, I'm a party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth.
Pyro says, wonder if Papa knocked one down yet, meaning an elk. Last he texted, he was on a mountainside waiting for the rain to stop.
Well, I think it did stop when he said he was going back at it. That's the last we heard.
Okay. You know, back in the day when I hunted deer with my dad all the time. Maybe in my whole life I killed 2 deers hunting out of 10,000 hunting trips. But I have killed more deer driving a damn car than I ever have hunting. I bet I've hit 5 or 6 of them back.
Dude, I hunted growing up. I spent hours and hours and hours in the woods, and I never killed a deer. Killed a lot of birds, but I've never killed a deer. I've butchered them. What?
Okay, folks. Old man going to bed. Going to Wildwood tomorrow. Some small operation on leg. Early appointment. Once again, thank you for your prayers.
Jay.
Keep in touch. I hope everything goes well tomorrow. And
Yeah.
prayers. Give Janet a hug for me. So sorry for your loss.
Yeah, it is sad, man.
We'll get together soon, Jay. Good night, buddy. Sharon says I had my left knee done in 2011. Best thing I did. Now I need my right knee done. But I'm telling you, it depends on your
doctor.
Like the one that knows.
What he's doing, it
Doing
makes a
make it-
difference.
Yeah.
I'm not real fond of surgery anyway. I've had a bunch of them in my
I
life.
don't think anybody is fond of it. Hell, I don't even want to get a tooth pulled.
Well, I've said all along, I was blessed with my amputation. Everyone was amazed. 2 days after, no bandages, everything healed quickly. The procedure was done the best it could have been. Every doctor that I was having doctors come in and look just because they got word of how great a job that was done. I don't think it could have been a better outcome, and it does depend on the doctor. I truly believe, and that was a blessing because I was set up with that doctor from my regular doctor, and yeah, it was good. I've been blessed for sure.
Once again, let me point out that in my whole time in South Carolina, I've never had no problem with no medical treatment I've ever received here. And it's always been excellent. So I guess I've been lucky with that too.
Oh, that's good, man.
Well, that's like Greg with his leg. He was extremely lucky with it. You know Greg House from
Yeah.
Boardwalk?
Sure.
You know how bad his leg was messed up?
I don't. What was it from though?
He
Don't
fell
know.
off of a ladder.
Okay.
Oh,
The first x-ray they took, bones were all out of line and everything. The second one they took, they all lined back up.
Well, did they set it?
No, but later on they had to put some pins in his ankles and stuff. But as far as the actual broken bone, it lined all back up.
That
They-
doesn't make
They
sense.
put you have to listen to the story when he tells it what the doctor said about it, dog.
Was it divine intervention?
I think it was. He
Okay.
said it was when he was laying there waiting on the ambulance to come. He was worrying about how he's going to take care of his family and all. And he said he heard a voice boom like it was from heaven saying, "Don't worry, everything will be fine." And
Yeah.
it's apparently getting there.
Good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I believe in the power of prayer.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do, truly. I know when I was going
That's
through it.
probably what keeps me going is prayer.
yeah, I believe in
Got
prayer too.
so
But let
many
me give
people
you a
praying for
warning.
me.
I believe in prayer, but let me give you the biggest warning anybody ever give you. Be careful what you pray for. You may actually get it.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, I prayed for it, baby. I got it, and then I got it. Yeah, you get what you pray for sometime, buddy. That's all I got to say about that.
Northwood
Yeah,
says
I'm
the
not-
first X-rays after I got hit by a car showed my L2 being shattered. The next ones they took showed a compression fracture.
Well, it looks like my dog's going to go crazy, so I'm going to have to get off here.
All right, dude. Wendell, it's good to see you.
Always good to see you.
All right. Good night, y'all. I'll probably get back to chatting a little bit.
All right, man. Well, we'll be here for a little bit longer.
A few more minutes.
Oh, and he's gone.
15 to be exact.
I'm glad I got to pop on and talk to you for a minute, Moggs. I ain't hollered at you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. Good to
And
see you.
I was chatting it up in chat, but I kept mistyping letters and stuff. And I said, "Well, man, I'm just gonna go on and talk because I am in no condition to try to type on that little screen tonight."
Can't blame it on fat figures, though.
Right.
It's been a long day. It's been a long weekend. You ever see a movie called Roadie with Meatloaf?
No.
I might have, but I don't recall it.
It's a really good movie. Well, anyway, Meatloaf goes on an adventure, meets a rock star, winds up working for him and stuff. I kind of had that kind of weekend, but I didn't go to work for the rock star. But it was a wild weekend for me, man.
Enjoy recovery.
Yeah. Well, but it was. I don't know, man. I guess I might have been a little out of it because I wasn't really as aware of what was going on as I should have been. But I went to it started when my sister called me up and said an old friend of ours from years ago was having a birthday party and asked me, was I going? I was like, fuck no, it's in Charlotte, man. How the hell am I going to get to Charlotte? Well, we're going. We'll give you a ride. So within 15 minutes, I'm in a car headed to Charlotte to a birthday party for a guy I ain't seen in 25 years. And me and him used to work together, and he was a friend of my sister's. And we worked together on the Monsters of Rock tour doing roadie work. He was a roadie, you know. He set up instruments for rock bands.
Uh-huh.
So I went to his birthday party thing, and we're up there, and there's lots of people there, and I didn't know, but I knew 3 people: my sister, her husband, and the guy, you know. And after a little while, the mixed drinks, I had a few. So I just went over and just kind of sat down on the couch and started watching YouTube, you know, because that's what you do when you're bored out your mind. I was already wishing I hadn't went, you know, like, oh, why am I doing this Charlotte when I could be at home, you know? I'm up here with all these people I don't know, and I'm really uncomfortable in crowds. And this old guy come over and sit down on the couch beside me and, what's up? What's going on? He said, yeah, this party's a little lame, ain't it? I was like, yeah, it's a little lame, man, for sure. He said, if somebody had a joint, this sure would be a better party. I said, well, you come to the right place, bro. Is anybody going to mind if I fire one up? He said, I don't think so. So I rolled one up and fired it up. And then him was sitting there smoking a joint, talking for about 20 minutes, right? And I'm thinking the whole time, you know, this guy's pretty cool. We're talking about rock music and bands and stuff, you know. And I'm thinking the whole time, this old man that I'm talking to looks familiar as hell. I know this guy from somewhere. I just can't place him. So maybe I do know more people here than I thought. So the guy gets up and he walks over. He says, thanks, you know, and everything. And I'll see you later or whatever. And walks over and starts talking to some other people. And the guy walks over and says, wow, man, that's so cool that you and him got along like that. I can't believe he spent that much time just hanging out with you like that. He never does that. And I'm like, what, the old guy? He said, yeah. You know who the old guy was? It was Alice fucking Cooper, man.
Alice Cooper?
Alice Cooper.
Right on.
And anyway, it turns out that the guy that I knew was the roadie for him for years. And they were doing a concert in town. And he had popped over to say hi and everything unexpectedly, and it was a big thing. And I was just.
How did you not recognize Alice Cooper, dude?
I've been drinking and I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings and didn't really want to be there. So really, I wasn't caring. But I thought he looked familiar. But I don't know if he looked like he did in the goddamn last video I saw. You know, riding on a man behind the mask or something. I'd have recognized him, but he looked like a 100-year-old Alice Cooper. You know, he was old now. And I wasn't ready for that. I didn't know what old Alice.
He's a big golf player,
and he was real smaller too than he would think.
He lives out in Arizona, just outside of Phoenix.
So a bus pulls up, and he invites everybody to party over to the concert. But I rode with my sister and her husband. We all went over to this freaking concert, and we saw Alice Cooper and Judas Priest and hung out backstage. And if you want to see videos and everything from the night, I'm putting them up on my channels all week. Some of them's already up. So there you go. That was my adventure.
Right on, man.
Yeah. Oh, we got great seats for free too. Like the guest section, like right up above the stage.
That's cool. Very cool.
Had big screens all around and shit. It's the first concert I'd been to in years. It was really.
Tyler said I went to Alice Cooper concert back in May. So fucking cool, or fun, actually.
I used to go to concerts all the time, man. I got 1,000 ticket stubs from concerts in there. But
Alice has got a restaurant, or had a restaurant down in Phoenix called Cooperville or Coopertown, Cooperville, something like that.
Really, I never heard of that.
Yeah.
I ain't been out there since the 80s anyway. So. Yeah, about the furthest I've went west since 1990 would probably be Colorado. But I went way east. I mean, way east.
Pyrus says, I saw Meatloaf a couple of months before he passed. It was awesome.
And that's one regret. I never got to
Sang
see
so hard and sweated so much, thought he was going to go that night. Gave us his all.
Yeah, that's the one. That's one I can say I didn't get to see. I never got to see Meatloaf.
No. That man had a lot of energy. Just like I was regretted not seeing like Led Zeppelin when I could have.
But I have saw Ozzy Osbourne over 50 times.
Right on.
First time I saw Ozzy Osbourne was probably in '73 when my mom took me to see Black Sabbath. I've been listening to his music for a long time. But I swear to God, when he come through on that Blizzard of Oz tour, I think I caught at least half the shows on the East Coast. I mean, I drove all the way to Florida to see him, Alabama.
Yeah, I never really followed anybody like that. You know, I knew this chick who used to follow the Grateful Dead all over the country.
I see, and the bad part is I probably seen Kiss twice that many times.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's really kind of sadly.
Karen says I never got to see Led Zeppelin. Well, I mentioned it the other day. I bought tickets for Jason Bonham. That's John Bonham was the original drummer for Zeppelin. Well, Jason Bonham is putting on a show, 50 Years of Physical Graffiti. And put together a band, and it's a Zeppelin tribute band. So we're going to go check that out in November here in Orlando. Looking forward to that because that's like the closest I'm going to get to seeing anything related to Zeppelin.
Yeah, I've seen most of the bigger bands like Bob Seger and the Eagles.
Those are the two that I always wanted to see.
Those would be great concerts. Yeah.
I think I like Pink Floyd. Was one of my top 5 probably. Pink Floyd put on an awesome.
They were always ahead of their time with their shows. You know, with the laser lights.
Yeah, it was very psychedelic, man.
Val, good night. Have a good night, hon.
Good night, Val.
I've seen AC/DC a few times.
That was my very first concert ever.
Really?
Yep.
They put on a really good show.
I was young. I was real young. That was a blast.
Ronnie James Dio had a really great stage show.
I think the strangest concert I ever saw was Pantera.
Saw them once in Atlanta.
I didn't know I didn't know who Pantera was. I just went, me and my buddy, I was bouncing at a bar. It was an old biker bar. And I was asked to go to this show, and so I met the guy at the bar, and we drove up to New York State, and we go in, we come out on the balcony, and I'm looking down, Pantera's on stage, and there's a mosh pit, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I had never been exposed to that. I was always into country music and rock and roll. So that was interesting.
I can imagine.
Michael Haywood said, see Metallica, Skid Row, Tesla, Guns N' Roses, Great White, Jackal.
And I've seen all of them. As a matter of fact, I spent a lot of time with Jackal. One of my friends was their original drummer. His name was Jack Clark.
I don't have a feeling I just
We used to
saw
see them
that.
in clubs all the time.
Def Leppard, Bon Jovi.
Well, Jackal's they're always doing crazy shit on stage. You know, juggling chainsaws, shooting the lead singer out of a cannon. They do the
You should have hung out with them back when they first started. They had this damn flatbed, right, where they put all their instruments on it and powered them up with batteries. They would roll up in places like the Kmart parking lot and just start jamming. Until the police showed up and run them off.
I saw them in Arizona at a biker rally.
They just do some crazy shit, boy.
Let's see. Saw Great White and Slaughter last weekend. Pyro says I saw Great White recently. That was probably the last show I saw. Was Great White and 38 Special.
Oh man, I saw 38
at another biker rally in Arizona.
I saw 38 Special back in the 80s. What if I'd been the one to say goodbye to her or some shit?
Stevie says the last show I saw was Phil Collins in Tampa. Yeah. Well, my first concert, I think, was, I don't know if you remember Mike and the Mechanics.
Yeah.
It was Mike Rutherford from Genesis.
Oh, wow.
I
Sure.
think I won tickets.
The show before that was Elton John, and I swear that's the best show I've ever been to.
Elton John?
Yeah, he went 3 hours.
Right on.
He went 3 hours, did every hit known to him.
Best show that I appreciated the most was Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. I saw him in 2010, 2009 in Massachusetts.
Pyra said Phil is looking old. He is old, and his body's failing him. So many years of drumming his mobility is almost non-existent now.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a tough show to see. I mean, his voice is still there, but he sat for the whole show. Well, 99% of the show. His son actually did the drumming, which was cool. That was cool.
Tina says the last concert I saw was 38 Special.
Yeah. That would have been a good one. Sharon, good night. Get some rest, hon. Don't work too hard tomorrow. I know that's...
Good night, Sharon.
Yeah,
what are you still doing here? You're supposed to have been gone like an hour ago.
Right?
We love you.
We do.
Juan says I met two of the Heart members, and I don't say which one hit on me and tried taking me home, but they came over for a New Year's Eve party.
Yeah, there you go. I got some Joan Jett stories. I just can't tell them on the air.
No.
He said my friend's dad knew them and invited them over because they were neighbors.
Harold says he's partied with Pantera, Linkin Park, Slayer many times. Well, if you're in the business, it makes sense.
When I lived in Los Angeles, I lived out on the Sunset Strip over a nightclub, and I had a crappy room where they played loud music all night, and I couldn't get no sleep at night. And the 3 doors down on the right was where Dee Snider from Twisted Sister lived. And all these fuckers did was make noise 24 hours a day and night. We couldn't never get no sleep in my apartment.
Did he say, "Come feel the noise"?
Actually, this is different. That's quite right. It does that.
Because they're a Jersey band, Twisted Sister.
But there was a lot of up and coming bands in that area when I was there. Guns N' Roses were just starting, and they wasn't famous yet. They were playing the club down the street. It was right after Tracy Guns left and formed a band called LA Guns, and they were arguing and shit. And LA Guns was playing the club downstairs from me, and Guns N' Roses was playing the club down the street, and they would argue over who got the most people and shit. It was ridiculous.
I read a book. That was Van Halen. The whole Slippery When Wet. That book. Area 51. I love Oregon.
I didn't live there long. I got tired of not never being able to get no rest, and I moved down to West Hollywood.
It's 11:01.
Is it already?
It is.
Oh, Danny, we're at that point. We're gonna bounce. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Right?
It's that time already. Wow, it's snuck
It's
up.
that time.
Sure is.
Time flies when you're having fun, Mox.
Indeed. Sounds like you had more fun this weekend, though.
Right?
Yeah, I'm still recuperating. Recuperating.
Oh, get it.
I made a pun. All right, guys. I guess I'll see everybody later. Happy trails. You're gonna put me backstage. Or you just gonna? Okay. Then.
We're gonna just bounce.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
All right, dude. Have a great night. Thanks again.
Good to see you.
Peace. And he's got good stories.
Reading chat.
Some of the wrestlers' names I hear, I'm like, oh, I don't know that one. And I was always into wrestling when I was a kid, but I didn't know the Southern leagues or whatever you want to call them.
Murray, it's good to see you.
Murray, absolutely. Take care, man.
It's good to see everybody.
Michael Haywood said, see you all at Jim's in the AM.
That's right.
Check out Jim's camera at dawn. He's usually on between like 6:30 and 8 Eastern. It is camera at dawn, so
Yes.
butt crack at dawn. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. It was great to see everybody. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button below. Show some love. Share it out. If you're new, subscribe and leave comments.
Comments are fun.
I think last show we got one.
Right on. For the one.
Yeah. But all right, guys. We'll be back Thursday. Until then, you guys take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. We love you.
We do.
Peace and God bless.